Hello, my name is Philip Penland, and I am excited for the opportunity to share my professional dispositions, ethics, and growth plan as we prepare for a teaching position, as I prepare for a teaching position. In this presentation, I'm going to walk through my personal values, my biases, my understanding of professional expectations, and how I plan to continue growing as a lifelong learner. I am going to kind of give subheadings as I go through this to kind of coincide with the PowerPoint that I've already provided for you. You may be able to click through the PowerPoint and get better clarification about the things that I discuss as we go through them. So let's start with personal values and biases. At the core of my teaching philosophy are the values of respect, fairness, and inclusivity. I believe that every student deserves to feel valued and supported in the classroom. I also recognize that, like every educator, I bring personal experiences and biases with me. By reflecting on these biases, I can ensure that I don't limit my expectations of students based on my own personal bias or misunderstandings of current students. This aligns with the professional dispositions of learners from Grand Canyon University and the model of code and ethics for educators, which calls teachers to fairness, honesty, respect, and respect for diversity. Moving forward, let's talk about ethical practice and cultural framework. Ethical behavior is central to building trust. I commit to honesty, integrity, and consistency in my classroom. By modeling these traits, I can help students see the value of ethical decision making. I also bring a cultural framework that embraces diversity and adapts instruction to meet varied needs. I want to encourage empathy, cultural awareness, and global thinking among my students so that they may learn not only academics, but also how to live and work well with others. High expectations, communication. One of the most important professional expectations is effective communication. For me, this means being clear, consistent, and respectful in the interactions with students, families, and colleagues. It also means actively listening and creating opportunities for collaboration. When communication is strong, it builds trust and helps ensure that students and families feel supported. High expectations in technology. Since technology has become an essential part of education, I plan to integrate it to engage students, support differentiation, and develop 21st century skills. At the same time, I will model digital citizenship, teaching students how to use technology responsibly. For example, tools like virtual reality, learning apps, AI, and gamified activities can bring lessons to life while still maintaining ethical and balanced use. High expectations, standards, laws, and policies. We're going to combine these two. Holding myself to high professional standards means aligning my instruction with both state and national guidelines while also applying evidence-based practices. It also means staying compliant with important laws and policies such as FERPA, which protects student privacy, and IDEA, which ensures equitable access to students with disabilities. These frameworks are not only legal requirements, but also ways to demonstrate my commitment to fairness and equity. Professional goals and growth. Looking ahead, I've set several professional goals. First, I want to strengthen my culturally responsive teaching so that I can meet the needs of diverse learners. Second, I want to grow in classroom management by integrating social emotional learning. And third, and probably my personal favorite, I want to expand my use of instructional technology in meaningful ways to support engagement. Within professional learning communities, I am especially interested in topics like trauma-informed instruction, strategies for English language learners and exceptional children, and using data-driven assessments to improve instruction. PLCs will give me a chance to collaborate, reflect, and learn from colleagues. And this is something that I believe is essential for growth in the teaching environment, any professional environment. Reflection and lifelong learning. I see reflection and dedication as vital parts of being an effective teacher. Reflection allows me to assess my own strengths and weaknesses, while dedication pushes me to keep improving for the benefit of my students, not just myself. I want my students to see that learning never stops, and I plan to model lifelong learning in the way that I teach, the way that I adapt, and the way that I grow. In conclusion, I'm committed to teaching with ethical integrity, respecting diversity, maintaining high professional expectations, and continuously growing as an educator. These commitments guide how I will build my classroom culture, communicate with students and families, and most importantly, prepare students to thrive both academically and personally. Thank you for taking the time to review my presentation. I look forward to the opportunity to bring these values and commitments to your school community. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.